Man, it's been a while. If you don't know, this is story time. And the story I'm going to tell today is about something that traumatizes me, okay? This idea, this experience of almost doing on yourself. Well, almost pooping on yourself. That is one of my greatest fears, okay? And a few years ago, I got the opportunity, and hear me closely, to witness this happen, okay? It wasn't me. I don't want to hear no rumors about Davier dookied on himself. It was not me, okay? I witnessed it. So yeah, I witnessed this, okay? So we were taking a trip. Had a little guy's trip, I guess. Down in North Carolina, all right? And, this person was saying, oh, this place, Bojangles, is better than Popeyes and better than KFC. And I was like, boy, you lying, right? So we go to Bojangles, and we eat. We have a great time. We leave. We're probably like maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours away from home. And I'm sitting in the back seat, and my friend is sitting next to me. And we chilling. But all of a sudden, this boy starts screaming. Like, screaming. Like, screaming at the top of his lungs. Like, somebody was literally trying to kill him. Like, pushing out a baby screaming. Like, I wish I could describe, like, ah! So he's literally screaming like that. Like, at the top of his lungs. And I'm like, bro, what is wrong with you? And he's like, yo, my stomach hurt. Like, that food messed up my stomach. Like, I don't know what's going on. And I'm like, okay, like, are you good? He's like, no, like, I'm about to poop on myself. And I said, you about to what on yourself? He said, I'm about to dookie on myself. I said, and mind you, we're on a highway. We're like an hour and a half away from home. And I'm sitting next to him. Okay, so in my mind, I'm thinking, if he poops right now, there's a possibility that some poop will get on me, okay? And the last thing I'm gonna have is people calling me Dookie Boo because somebody just pooped on me, all right? So he's like, yo, listen, we need to pull over right now, like right now. So he's like, pull over right now or it's about to go down. There was a moment of silence. I look at him, he looks at me. And I'm like, yeah, we need to pull over because it's about to go down. He is not pooping on me today. Not never. Okay? So we pull over. Again, we're on a highway. So we pull over on the shoulder. All right? And he gets out the car. And the first question he asks is, does anybody have some toilet paper? I'm like, what? You think I'm just carrying around toilet paper for these situations? No, I don't got no toilet paper. Luckily, we had some tissues or some paper, something. We had some. So he gets out, and at first he was a little too close to the car. Like, he was about to poop, like, right next to the car. I was like, bro, go out there in the forest, in the woods, and take care of your business. So I tell him, go out there and poop. So he goes out there in the forest, in the woods, where the trees at, on the highway, and literally poops on the side of the road. And I'm like, is he really doing this? Like, is he serious? Like, literally pooping. And I knew he was because I could smell it. Like, from the car, I got an aroma of bowel movements taking place. And I was like, yo, this is ridiculous. So he comes back to the car and he's like, do we have any more tissues? I'm like, brother, you knew we had a limited supply, okay? You should have been a little more wise with how much tissue you use to wipe your dirty little butt, okay? And we like, no, we don't have no more. So this must have just been his lucky day, honestly, because we found a little bit more. And he was like, good, because I gotta poop some more. I was like, Lord have mercy. This man has diarrhea on the highway. And so he goes back out, poops some more. And I'm just, at this point, I'm not even talking no more. Like, I'm just in the car, like, I'm in shock, because I literally cannot believe this is happening. So he comes back to the car. One, he tried to get back in the back seat. I was like, no, you need to sit in the front. You need to be isolated. You need to think about what you just did. And my thing is, here's the thing that made me mad, okay? He got in the car and then just started having a regular conversation like we supposed to ignore that you just dookie on the side of the road. I'm like, so we're not going to address the elephant in the room? So he literally just gets back in the car and like nothing happened. And I'm like, bro, are you okay? He's like, yeah, I'm good. How you? I'm like, no. We gonna talk about this. Like, you literally just was screaming at the top of your lungs, made us pull over, pooped on the side of the road, wiped your butt with some random tissues, went back for seconds because you pooped one time, then you had to poop again. Okay? All on the side of the road. And I'm like, what if somebody saw you? Like, ew, like, that is disgusting. And, like, was there a sink out there with some soap? Like, you can't wash your hands. We on the highway. In the middle of, like, we not home. So, I'm like, bruh, you're nasty. And this is something I will never forget. I just cannot believe I had a front row seat at this. Which is why I'm now traumatized. So that happened. And to this day, to this day, I cannot believe it. So that happened, we eventually got back, and this man had to poop again. I said, I'm going to bed. I said, that's it, I'm done. And, so that's why I am terrified of that happening to me.